And we're back! AdventureBlur here. Hello everyone! With the new IDW Sonic comic series only days away from release, you guys are likely wondering what you need to know going into it. That's why I'm here to help. I made a list of a few Sonic games and even a few comics that will help anyone who's interested in the series to be caught up with it, and to know who's who for the new comics. This list covers important moments from the games, character introductions, and stuff that's already been hinted at to appear in the comics. So, let's get started. Let's get the biggest connection out of the way, Sonic Forces. This game has been given a lot of mixed reviews, but it's definitely the most important game to play before reading the comics. The IDW series takes place immediately after the events of Forces, and will include the resistance that you see in the game. With it being $40 new, it's definitely worth picking up for the series, and I enjoyed it a ton. I also recommend checking out the Sonic Forces tie-in comics. These 4 issues were released in the weeks leading up to Forces and set the stage for what you see in the game. They do contain mild spoilers for the game, but they are definitely worth checking out if you want to taste what IDW Sonic will be like. Another game to check out will be Sonic Rush for the DS. Though this isn't a major game in terms of story, it has been confirmed that Blaze the Cat is going to appear in the comics early on. And Rush is her first appearance. Blaze's backstory can get really confusing at times, so I overall think it's best to check this game out first if you want to know who she is. Sonic Rush goes for around $10 to $20, so it's one of the cheaper games on this list, and it's a really great buy, so I overall think you should totally check it out if you have a DS or 3DS. Another game that would be good to play would be Sonic Heroes. At $10, it's pretty much the cheapest game on this list, and it being for the Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube is also one of the easiest ones to find as well. Though it is an older game, it reintroduced several characters into the Sonic series, including the Chaotix. This game is probably the most unnecessary game for the comics, but still worth checking out because of the characters that appear and some of the plot lines, especially Team Dark's story, which has huge implications for Sonic Forces. And finally, we have Sonic Generations. Arguably the best game on this list, it brought back classic Sonic and sets up stuff we see in Forces and likely the IDW series. It goes for around $15, so if you're going to buy Forces, I highly recommend picking this up and playing through it first. Moments from this game are mentioned and referenced quite a bit in Forces, so it's one you want to cover first. If you decide to buy all of these games, I recommend playing them in release order, like this: Heroes, Rush, Generations, then Forces, and the Forces comics. Some honorable mentions for this list are games that I think are great, but I don't believe are necessary to understand the IDW series. These include Adventure 1 and 2, Unleashed, Lost World, and Mania. If I missed any games you feel are important, please let me know in the comments. And the link to all these games and the comics are in the description. I plan on checking out the comics series as well, so look out for that, guys. And as always, this is AdventureBlur, and I will see you next time. Probably with some comics, I don't know. We can start listening to a comic channel, that'd be cool. I mean, I won't be doing the Sonic comics really, but it'd be cool. I'm okay with that. I can live with that.